All right. Welcome back to No Milk. I am Yarohav, and I'm here with my brother, who is extremely fat. I was gonna use a soundbite, but yeah, I just rather say he's fat. He is huge. But dude, so your grandpa.
Your grandpa, right?
Your grandpa. Like, I love him so much. He's great. All right, so before we start telling stories of
the past,
let's talk about the more recent, still past technically.
About 3 hours ago.
Yeah, about 3 hours ago. All right. So last Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays ago, so about 10 days ago, right? Almost 2 weeks ago. Your mother decides to finally buy a door, a front door. I had given her money because I wanted her to buy a door and, for the electricity and all that stuff. And she's had the money for a while, and I kept telling her, like, hey, whenever you buy the door, I'll put it up. Buy the one you want, I'll put it up. Cool. Anyways, a few weeks passed by, and finally went to go get the door.
Well, bro, just so everybody knows, my mom did not have a front door. It just didn't have a handle.
That is true. It was literally just a deadbolt, no handle. You push it, and yeah, all that good stuff. So I'd been nagging her to buy the door, and finally bought the door. And it was Wednesday. I remember I went to go buy it, and then we're talking like, yeah, I'll install it Friday or Saturday whenever it gets fresher, because that week, it was the first week it got shot up to like 98, almost 100. Hot. It was really hot, and I guess that's normal for Texas, but we're still in the spring, so I was like, all right, there's some better days. Hopefully it gets cooler. It didn't happen. So I decided Thursday morning, like I couldn't sleep Wednesday night. I did a podcast for one of my buddies, and ended up staying up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just had a bad time resting. So again, I woke up like at 8, and I lay there for like 10 minutes. I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's so early in the morning. I'm going to go put this door in. It's going to take maybe a couple hours. Do it. Cool. Great. That was not the case, bro. Did not take me 2 or 3 hours. Not even 4 hours. There was so much stuff wrong with the door that was on there and the frame. Like it was like just Frankenstein of a project that I didn't end up finishing until like it was like 5 o'clock.
Bro, it's like one of those the renovation shows where they go in and then I find all the stuff wrong, so they have to fix like the base, everything.
Literally, that's what it was. And so I did that, and then I had my other podcast that I joined Thursday. So I took a shower, went to the store, bought beer or whatever, because that's what we do on Thursdays. Did our podcast, and Friday, like I'm super tired, like because my body, like I'm a big guy, so doing all this extra work.
No, let's say it. You're fat.
My brother's fat, so he's really fat. Me doing all this extra work, my body was tired. Like I was like, oh man. And then it was hot Thursday. Good thing I fixed it, and that's all great. So I wake up early. It's like 10 o'clock. After I've been up for a couple hours, right? Grandma texts like, hey, your grandpa wants to go over. And I'm like, oh, cool. So normally when I talk about doing work around the house or doing stuff, grandpa likes to see it, because that's what he did. He was in construction literally his whole life, 40 something plus years. He retired from that. That's what he likes. That's what he still does now, 20 years after retiring. Every day he goes out and he does something. He builds more stuff, or he's fixing stuff. It's my grandpa, he's great. He's 80, gonna be 82 or 81.
I think he's gonna be 81.
81. Yeah. 81. He's an old man, but he's a hard worker, and he's probably still more active than people who are 20 years younger than him. So anyways, back to the story. I'm assuming that he's gonna come check out the door. cool. Well, he gets out his truck with a pickaxe. And I'm like, oh, what the heck? Is he going to destroy my door? Anyways, so before this, several months ago, I had told him about, hey, Grandpa, I want to, build this wall right here at the carport, just so I can close it off, have some privacy, do my woodwork and stuff, and have a place to hang all my outdoor tools, shovels and stuff, etc. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll help you. Cool. All right, cool. And I had to let him know, like, yeah, Grandpa, whenever I'll let you know, like, when I'm in the place for it and, I'm not as busy. Well, of course, all this stuff happened, doing all the podcasts, doing all the videos. So I got super busy, trying to work, trying to do little projects around the house, also trying to do all this. So if I had it my way, that wouldn't have been done. We would have still been waiting on that. But yeah, he's like, all right, so we're going to start digging here. And he's like, literally just like, hello, Grandpa. And he's already digging. So I'm, I feel bad. Like, oh shoot. Well, give me, Grandpa. Like, tell me tell me what we're gonna do. Tell me what to do, and I'll start doing it. So he's like, explaining everything to me. So I started digging for the concrete. Well, we still had that little half wall, with the siding or whatever I forget what you call it. And then we had like that weight set and just a bunch of junk, all the wood stuff piled against where the wall is. And now, so after digging for a few hours, I'm like, Grandpa, we'll do this. It's cool. Let me clean all this stuff up first. Because when I like to work, before I even start, I like to have everything organized and have space to actually work.
Yep.
So literally, Friday night, I spent probably about 4 hours just cleaning all that stuff up, clearing it out so that way I can work there properly. Because we're literally digging under another structure, so it was hard. So got rid of all that stuff, took off the old little half see-through wall that was there, destroyed that thing. So that was Friday night. Saturday morning, so Saturday I had told my friend I'm gonna go to her gender reveal party and all that stuff, and I had forgot what time it was. So I was like, oh man, I told Grandpa I'd be here in the morning, we'll finish this, doing the concrete and stuff. I sure hope we finish early. So good thing it was at night. So it split into two, right? So Grandpa said, hey, let's do this small piece first. After that dries, we'll do the next piece. Well, after we had poured that small piece Saturday morning, he's like, oh, if you want to take a break, I need to go get my wheelbarrow so we can do some other stuff. I was like, okay. And, so while he went to do that, in like 10, 15 minutes, I dug out the other side. I was like, oh, cool. Whether we do it or not, it's already ready. So really quick on that. I bought 8 bags of cement, ready mix cement, just add water, pour it. The little side is 7 feet long, and we use 3.5 bags. So here's my thing.
But you got to dig deep.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you dig? How deep did you guys dig?
So I dug like 5 inches.
Okay.
So we used 3.5 bags. We filled it great, and I had told Grandpa that I was only gonna buy a few extra bags because we're only expected to do that 1/2. Yeah. So 7 feet, remember. The other side is an 11.5 feet. And Grandpa's like, well, we're here. Let's do it. You already dug it out. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, cool, Grandpa. Let's do it. So I was still worried because at the time I still didn't know what time the gender reveal thing, and it was already like 11. I was like, all right, cool. So remember, 3.5 bags on the 7 foot part. Well, the other part I had dug really deep, and like I wasn't paying attention, so I dug it like 7 or 8 inches. And Grandpa's like, "No, that's way too deep. You're gonna use too much concrete. Let's fill it back up." So we spent some time filling it back up. So out of the 8 bags, I still had 4.5 bags left. Bro, your Grandpa filled 11.5 feet of space. Remember, the other side was 7 feet. Took 3.5 bags. 11.5 feet. With 3 bags, bro. I still have a bag and a half. I was like, Grandpa, how?
Bro, that's
how?
Mexican magic, bro.
How does that even work? Okay, at least an extra bag and a half. Use the whole, 4.5, 5 bags. 3 bags, Grandpa. This is less than the other small side. What did we do? Like, how much more dirt did you fill back up? So, man. So that was Saturday. Sunday we had... You know, I woke up all drunk, but we still went and had a little photo shoot escapade.
Bro, by the way, hashtag Mexican Magic. Don't forget that.
Hashtag Mexican Magic. Stretching it out, dude. Oh, man. That was super stretched out. That was... it worked. The concrete's there. So we end up doing, you know, the rest of the wall and all that stuff. All that good stuff. Now we come to the light.
Was that today?
That was today. They installing the ceiling fan light. So our whole house is very old. The electricity is all jacked up. We don't have electricity in certain parts of the house. Other parts there's electricity, but like, you know, we didn't have a ceiling fan. It was nothing but like the little actual wires just hanging there. So the thing with me is nobody really taught me how to do anything, unfortunately. The only thing I really learned, you know, from my dad was how to fish. Everything else I've kind of learned on my own. I've taught myself. So when it comes to building stuff, you know, I'll make tables. It seems simple to me, so I'm not looking for instructions or anything. But when I'm assembling something, I follow the directions to a T. I take all my pieces, make sure I have everything first. All right, cool. Let me look at the guide, follow the guide step by step. And you know what? Every time I've done that, whatever I've built has come out really good. I may take a little bit because, you know, I'm unfamiliar with some of this stuff, but for the most part, it's 100% accurate. It's built the way it should be when all the parts are there. So, Grandpa.
Mexican Magic, bro.
Mexican Magic. So he just starts grabbing stuff and he's like, here, put this together. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm, you know, to me, I'm putting the fan blades together on the little metal piece, and it seems simple enough. I don't know. I'm not looking at the directions, you know, but okay, cool. Grandpa knows what he's doing. Grandpa did not know what he was doing a little bit. And it's my fault because I did follow blindly, you know, like, all right, cool. We'll do this. After looking at the guide, I saw how it could have been much easier had we followed the guide that was there. Yeah, it may have taken a little bit of reading, but it would have been done. Anyways, so Grandpa's like assembling the stuff. Like if you compare it to the guide, like he starts in the middle, then goes to the end, and then we're back at the beginning, and then there's some stuff in between the middle and the beginning, and so it's kind of like that. But to me, who I don't know, I've never done anything, it made sense. Okay, I see why we're doing that. All right, cool. I'm gonna follow. What's next, Grandpa? So anyways, he tells me, all right, this wire we don't need. Just put a cap on it. We're not gonna use it. And
the blue wire.
So I was like, all right, cool. We're not gonna use it. Put a cap on it. He puts a cap on it, and he's like, all right, just, you know, throw it in there with all the other wires. So we're trying to assemble this light and put like 4 feet of wire. And keep in mind, there's 3 wires that are this long. Are trying to go into a little tube about it's like 5 inches, and then, you know, the part that covers the hole in the ceiling, and so you're stuffing all that stuff through this little pipe. But there's a little bar in that little pipe. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to stuff it in there. So we spend 5 hours trying to...
Yeah, because I think the pipe was about as thick as this bottle cap.
Yeah.
Circumference was about that.
Very small, probably like maybe an inch diameter at the most. And then again, it's like 4, maybe 5 inches long. But it has that bar in there. So you have all this excess wire that's like... You have to stuff through there and, you know, get it into the top little compartment. So we're like trying to hold the fan, and it's not a very heavy fan. It weighs maybe like 15, 20 pounds. But when you're holding it with your arms extended for hours, it's like, So my brother showed up. He helped us for a little bit. Anyways, this wire was in the way of putting the whole thing together, or what we thought, right? Yeah. I'm like, Grandpa, you said we don't need this wire. It's like, yeah, no, we don't need it. It's like, all right, cool. I'm just going to cut it because there's too much wire. It doesn't fit through the pipe. We can't get it. I'm tired, Grandpa. Like, so while we're doing this, I'm painting outside. I'm like cleaning my tools and like a bunch of other stuff. So like this was in the middle of what I was doing. So we're there holding it. I cut the wire. Cool. We finally think we assemble it. And we go turn on the power, and the fan's working. All right, cool. Let's try the light part. So the light part's another little piece that goes onto the motor of the fan, right? So that takes like a few minutes, puts it up, puts the light in, nothing. It's like, oh shoot, well, let's try the other light bulb that we have from our lamp that we know it works because we use it while we're testing the light. Nothing. Like, man, what the heck? And there's a blue wire. The only blue wire in all these connections is just there. I'm like, oh. And Grandpa was like, oh, well, we'll probably have to connect the blue wire. I'm like, oh, Grandpa, you said we didn't need that wire. So I'm trying to rig it back together. You know, this wire that should have been the wire connected straight to the ceiling, one cap has 3 caps in it because I had to add a second piece. So it's like right here, and then, you know. Yeah, this installation, had it been done by professionals, probably would have taken like 30 minutes. Bro, Grandpa got here around like 12:30. And when did you leave?
Maybe like 5.
It was like 5. Yeah.
Bro.
It was at least 5.
Bro, Mexican magic.
Mexican magic. First, the concrete comes from the Mexican magic gods and just fills this whole piece when we should have needed more concrete. Actually have concrete left over. And then the same Mexican, you know, magic god is like, nah, you haven't suffered enough. And just
even it out, bro.
He had to hold the ceiling fan there for 4.5 hours.
But bro, it's a fan your mother wanted.
Your mother. And then the whole time, like literally everybody, there's 5 of us at this time towards the end, putting and installing this fan. It took 5 of us to do what somebody else could have done in 30 minutes. It took 5 of us to do 5 hours.
Bro, I like my wife though. She comes in. My wife, she's funny. She comes in and she wants to help, and I know why she wants, so she can say, "Look, I helped build that." Comes at the very end to put the blades on, bro.
Like 4 screws.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was pretty funny. But yeah, no, dude, your mom.
Bro, I like how your mom was the supervisor the whole time.
The whole time.
She's like, "Can I help you? Yeah, you can do this." "Oh no, I'm the supervisor."
Literally too, when we had to, so we put the fans together, but there were some washers that were supposed to go on there. Again, we didn't read the guide, so we're finding stuff out at the end. So we had to basically take the fan blades apart, which is just 2 pieces with 3 screws each. Not very hard, but we had to add the washers in between. And she's there like, oh, well, I'm trying to help. I'm like, well, we want help. Here, do this. Well, if you need help, just tell me. I'm like, do this. You know exactly what needs to be done. We need to put these washers. Oh, well, if you don't need me. What?
Bro, then she goes gets her chair from the room to sit down.
Yes, she literally did. Dude. Your mom, dude.
Your mother, bro.
Your
mother.
It was bad.
That was funny.
But that was the recent stories with Grandpa being the hardest worker. And it's crazy because we did a lot of work. Yeah, we did. I'm not going to say it was 50-50 because it wasn't. I did the heavier lifting. But having somebody there help me, like, just made it way faster.
Someone that, for that part, for sure knew what he was doing. The other stuff, I mean, he just kind of...
literally the wall went up faster than the tiny ceiling fan. It was bad. So your mom, same story. So with your grandpa, we'll add a little bit onto that first. So we built the frame of the wall so that way we can put on the plywood a certain way. You know, plywoods are 4 feet wide. Unfortunately, the wall, the height is a little bit different because it's at a slope, which was fine. But we're supposed to start at one end, so we built all of the wall again. So the wall's like 19 feet, 4, 4, 4, and then at the end it gets a little weird, which was fine. So we built it this way, right? All right, cool, Grandma. We're gonna put the wall right here. Start this side, go this way 4 feet. So all the studs are like this. Well, he insisted we start on the opposite side. I was like, Grandpa, it's not gonna work like that. You know, he's like, no, we gotta do this side first, so we'll just cut off the other bit. Like, okay, Grandpa, let's do it. So, put it up. All the studs that we had that were supposed to meet didn't.
None of them met.
None of them at all, because we did it backwards. We did it the opposite way. Had we started on the other side, every single board would have ended at a stud and began at a stud. So that way there's a board right there holding that piece. It wasn't like that. It was like a foot off because it started on the wrong side. So I had to go and make studs to put at the beginning of every board where they meet. Wasn't a problem. It was fine. I did all that stuff on my own. So I had to make 4 connections, right? I did 3 of them completely by myself, all fine and dandy, holding the board up, drilling it, on the ladder all by myself, and then going down, reinforcing it, all that good stuff. And your mother comes out to check on me. She was like, hey, you need help? I'm like, you know what? Sure, yeah. I just got to put up this last board. Then I'm done, with the securing it. After that, I was going to paint it, which I did all that stuff, right? Bro. Tell me why it was harder to do it with her help than me doing it by myself. I'm like, no, hold it straight. Just hold it straight. Don't move it like this. And then like, no, just hold it like.
Bro, but here's my question. Were you walking and reading at the same time?
If I was walking and reading, bro, I could have done it better by myself again. It was so bad. I was like, what? How did I did 3 of them by myself? How this one? I was like, okay, cool. I can kind of maybe relax and just take my time. No, bro, I had to put more work into this, putting up this last stud structure. It was just like, I don't know.
I know what it is about your mom, bro. She likes to make everything complicated.
That is facts.
I think it's because, did you say that's fats or facts?
Fats.
Yeah,
with the C and T at the end of the TS. Fats.
Bro, it's because your mom is the council, bro. She's a council all by herself.
Let me meet with my other faces. We told that story, right?
I don't know if we did. No. I don't think we talked about how she is the god of many faces. I think we said we were going to tell that story.
Oh. All right, bro. You tell the story of the many-faced god.
Maybe we did. I don't know, but for sure. Okay, we'll make sure this I would say for sure. Okay, so Facebook, when you take a photo, it'll tag you, right? You can click the person. So the first appearance of the many-faced god, this is, obviously it's not Game of Thrones. This is before Game of Thrones. So she takes a picture, and then it's of herself. She takes a selfie. So then Facebook asks her, which face do you want to tag? Bro, it was the top face and the chin face, bro. So that was the birth of the many-faced god.
Your mom,
bro.
Many-faced god.
Many-faced, but that's not even. Bro, the more recent one I got, bro, this was a few months ago, I think, or maybe a few weeks ago. Bro, your mom was talking on the phone to somebody, I don't remember who. And then her face, 3-way called somebody, bro. How does your face 3-way call someone when you're on a call with someone else?
Hello, her face. Trying to have a different conversation with another person.
Bro, that's exactly it. So just so everybody knows, our mother is the many-faced god. Many faces.
Bro, I never thought. Maybe that's why she's also the weight loss master. They can consult with each other and see what's working best or not.
Bro, that's probably what it is.
Oh gosh,
bro. And then some of the faces will come off, and then they'll sit with her disciples, bro. That's how they became like that, bro. It's so skinny.
That's crazy because you and your mom look exactly alike,
bro. You and your mom.
No, you and your
exactly
mom.
Alike.
Your beard's a little bit shorter, but you and your mom look exactly
bro,
alike.
You and your mom. Look
your
exactly
mother.
right.
You are fat, my good friend.
Bro, I don't know what it is about your mom. Oh, but did I tell? I was thinking about what story should I say next? So, generational. Well, we already talked about some of the generational trauma. So obviously, the shopping trauma when we told it our first episode. But I was thinking of another one, bro. So I don't know what it is about the mothers that are in our orbit, bro, that don't believe their kids when they're sick. So when I was, I don't know, I must have been 7 or 8, maybe younger, and I remember telling mom, man, I have a stomach, and my stomach hurts so much. And she got mad at me. She was like, "Oh, just stop pretending, stop faking. You're gonna go to school." So I go to. I think I remember I go to grandma. I went to grandma's, and I told grandma, and she's like, "Oh, let's go to the hospital." And yeah, turns out I had my appendix taken out, bro. So I wasn't faking that one, bro.
Dude, no, I'm pretty sure it's because you're fat and you lose weight, boy.
Bro,
I'm 100% sure.
That's exactly what it was.
That's what it was.
Bro, and so then generational, right? Skip a generation. Now my son complains about stomach aches, and his mother doesn't believe him either. So anyways, goes and has had his appendix taken out, bro. And not only his appendix, but dude, it got crazy. Like they were really scared, the doctors. Like he had some serious complications. And so, it was, a few months ago, back in January, December time for him. So, yeah, man, he made it through. I remember it was so bad because his mom called me like, "Hey, you got to come see him." Like he's freaking out. And he was telling me like, "Dad, I can't breathe, Dad, I can't breathe." And I'm like, "Son, you're talking to me. That means you can breathe." I mean, it's funny now, but at the time he was really worried. And so, I mean, I'm calm because, we're pretty logical people. So we stay calm during these situations. That helped him a lot. And then obviously, I joked with him a lot when I was over there because they actually let us both in. So this is during COVID because it's still there was earlier this year. And, he has like 3 physical therapists and they're all ladies. I'm like, "Son, you better enjoy this. This is the only time you're going to have 3 women serving you like this. You just better get the most out of it." So, but yeah, generational trauma, bro.
That reminds me, we're supposed to talk about it, and we're going to now about the whole hospital and stuff. So some of my friends know, when I was younger, I was playing football and I got injured. Yes. I ruptured my intestines and it got really bad. Had to go through several surgeries. Ended up with a colostomy bag. So basically, what that is, it's where they put your intestine coming out of your stomach wall, and that's where you poop from. I pooped in a little bag that was on my stomach for about 5.5, 6 years. So
was it that long, bro?
Yeah.
Dang.
It was the rest of middle school and all my high school, and it wasn't until after high school. But yeah.
Which leads to another story we'll tell later, which is your high school, how you attended school and graduated, bro.
Oh yeah.
Sandar University.
Sandar University. This was the birth of my superpower. So most superheroes, they have an origin story, and it's pretty bad. Parents are dead, or something, they get into a freak accident or bitten by a radioactive spider, or some of their planet blows up and they're sent to another planet. This was the birth of mine. So I got injured. They put my intestine on my stomach, and basically, so I couldn't control when I went poop or farted, but basically it's like all the time. Apparently,
you're constantly
if you don't have muscles to hold it in, and you're always drinking milk when you're not supposed to because you're lactose, you always have air and it just comes out as soon as it's formed. It's there. It's not like now, like, oh, my stomach hurts, cool, let me hold it in. No, when your stomach's hurting, that's when it was coming out for me. So I always had this bag of doo-doo and air. If you can imagine, it smelled like caca. I wonder why, right? So,
bro, but it was so much more potent, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it was
potent. It was
raw, unfiltered doo-doo straight into the bag. So you had come to visit, right? Because you were in the Marines.
Mm-hmm. I remember as soon as you got sick, I came to see you.
Yeah. So, and you were already married.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
So, my brother and his wife, they come down from you. Were you in Arizona too?
I think so.
I don't know, but you came down for sure. I don't know where you were at that time. Anyways, we went to go eat it was at Taco Cabana. I remember Taco Cabana.
Because you're fat?
Yes, because you're fat. And so this wasn't even after this was. You were just visiting. Like I had already healed, but I still had the colostomy bag. Yeah. And anyways, we're getting into what's now my mom's expedition. I think it was grandma's at the time. I don't know. Mom bought it from grandma. Anyways,
or she bought it from herself because they're technically.
Yeah, they are the same person because they look exactly like, have the same face. Anyways, so they're doing the Mexican goodbye. I don't know why, because we're all getting in the same vehicle at this point. But it's that thing where you go and you're getting ready to leave and you decide to talk right in front of your vehicle for an hour and a half. So that's going on, right? And it's there's like 6 or 7 of us, and I notice that my brother's wife is getting into the car while everybody else is still outside. And I don't remember if I let you know what I was gonna do before. I think so,
because I approved it for sure. I'm supportive of that. So I'm pretty sure I didn't know.
She was the only one to get in the car by herself. Well, again, I have this bag. It's already full of air. It's something. It was really shitty that I had to like release the air like all the time, because it's a little bag. It's a tiny like. Probably holds like this much poop and air all together.
It's about this big.
Yeah, it's not very big. So constantly always have to release the air. Well, I mean, again, that's your straight up unfiltered fart. She gets in the car.
Super fart, bro.
Super disgusting fart. She gets in there and I'm on the other side, and I release all the air into the vehicle and close the door.
Remember, we were all on different doors making sure she couldn't get out.
And let's just say a part of her died that day.
The nostril part.
Her nostrils. Yeah, so that's when I discovered that
the city needs saving,
and decided to go and start saving the city. Yeah, it was bad.
Bro.
It was really, and especially her, because she's very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
Like, especially when it comes to stuff like that, smelling or like she gets grossed out by certain things, the way they look. Yeah, no, compared to anybody else, everybody like, that's disgusting. But that wasn't her reaction. Like, she just like literally, she was dying from the inside out. When she finally got out of the car, like, she's crying, like, it's like literally like she was dying. It was bad,
bro. But it was so funny, bro. The power when then you just weaponize it, bro. You can just release it at different times. So awesome.
Literally a chemical weapon that I could create at the time. Can't do that now. It was fixed. Thank you, God.
Yes.
But it was bad. It was really bad. Yeah.
Bro, then I know you would do it because your mom too. You do it to your mom too.
That's the way I would cope. I wanted people to suffer with me. It's like, if I have to go through this, you have to smell it. It's literally what it was.
Bro, that was some good times. Man, I still remember, though, when they were closing it, when you got your surgery to close and they put on the staples. Remember, you weren't supposed to be laughing or anything, and
yes.
Wrong family to be in if you don't want to laugh.
Yeah, so, everybody likes to say, oh, my family is hilarious or whatever. Most of you guys know I'm probably one of the funniest people and, a lot of a lot of people. That's like all of my family. And then we get together and it doesn't multiply. It literally exponentiates. It's like every time we go to grandma's, we're laughing for hours straight of telling, what just happened earlier in the week. It's just like, we're really funny people. And then we're also all really quick and witty. So it's just like comeback after comeback after comeback after, you're really fat. And it's just insane. So I had the surgery to be put back together. And I had these big giant staples in my stomach. Because I am a big guy. My brother's really fat. I'm a big guy. So I had a lot of these really like heavy duty staples that were probably used in like a
literal size of his staples.
Bro, those are the staples they use on your head when you needed stitches.
Hey, bro, my screen's frozen. Does that mean not been frozen?
Oh, wow, that's awful. Well, they can definitely hear you. Yeah, no, they can hear you because you're being recorded, but
No, that's all right, bro. Here, show them the size of the staples,
no,
bro,
bro,
so they can see it.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
I know how fat you are, bro.
Bro, you, my friend, are extremely fat. But yeah, no, they were just laughing at me. It was a bad time. They were making me laugh, and
I remember for so long you were like, staples popped.
yeah, it was awful. So this may actually be my fault because I'm over here fiddling with these cords, and I think one of these cords is your camera.
Oh yeah, I don't even see my camera on. I just see my picture.
Wow.
That's okay though. Just
The whole
handsome,
time.
frozen in time. It's worth it.
Bro, you're so fat, you're frozen in time, the herb. Bro, I don't know how you're that fat, bro. It is literally, bro, you literally froze
In time.
all of my systems, bro. Like,
It could have handled the weight, bro.
you
you don't need to mess with
definitely could not. Oh, so your mom calls this the command center, right? And it weirds me out because she was telling a friend from work, I believe, like, oh yeah, my son has a command center. I'm like, it's just a couple computers, dude. You don't have to be so dramatic. But she's like, yeah, he's lights, and I'm hearing her have this conversation with her work friend, and it's just like, dude, you're embarrassing me. Stop,
Bro, but she tells all her friends how you're on the YouTube, bro, the Facebook,
the faces
the
book.
Faces book. Oh, there it is. All right, let's show the audience. We're trying to change it now. We're trying to.
Bro, I don't even know what
freeze it
I don't
up.
even know what they see right now, bro.
This is what they see. Look, this is how big the staples were. That's how fat you were, bro. Right there.
Wait,
Literal size,
bro.
they were like this.
You're literally taking up the whole screen. That's how fat you are, bro. Save some screen for the rest of us, dude.
Bro, save some pixels, bro. They can't even,
Bro,
the internet crashed, bro.
bro,
It was too much.
you have all of the pixels, bro. Every single pixel, bro. We're over here in millimeters. You're over there in yards, bro.
Bro, you're fat def right now, bro.
Bro,
High fat definition, bro.
bro. Am I so fat that I paused the camera? No.
Bro,
Who's the fat one that paused the camera that broke it?
Bro, it's because you were sucking it on, bro. In order to keep you moving, bro, you used all the memory in the internet right
Bro,
now, bro.
it's not
There's a worldwide crash.
Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet, bro. It's my brother's fat. He broke the internet. That's
Bro,
the real movie.
You took all the memory from the future, bro. You
Bro.
literally used a Google.
Bro, you see the lo-fi
memory.
girl? She's actually writing a book on how fat you are, bro. Right now, live in concert. Yeah, but you're fat. They made me laugh a lot, and I think one of them was the nurses, or probably the nurse or doctor. They're like, yeah, you guys can't be doing that. Like, you're making the stitches pop. And like, the whole time. But yeah, no, my brother's fat.
We did that to your mom too when she had her gallbladder taken
We
out.
did. Oh, dude, that was scary. Dude, I save your mom's life like all the time, and she just pisses me off like all the time.
Bro, did you tell them how you saved her from choking?
I didn't. It's actually been a couple times, but so there was this one time.
Obviously, our mom doesn't know how to chew or swallow, so my brother has to be around a lot to help her.
It's awful. Gosh, so I forgot what it was, but she had did something that pisses me off. But I love my mama. Unfortunately, she's been in bad relationships.
Relationship.
But so I don't like to be angry at her. I don't like to show her anger, even if she does something that like would piss anybody off. It's like, oh, okay, it's fine, that happened, let's get over it. And that's literally how I take things that like most people would be pissed off, like, hey, whatever happened. So she had did something the night before, and if I'm saying it now, it sounds like I'm almost guilty that she choked the next day. So something happened Saturday, and it was like, oh, whatever. Sunday morning, I got up real early, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my mom one of her favorite meals, which is menudo. So I literally go to the store as soon as they open at 7. I'm buying all this stuff. Like, so I woke up even earlier because I'm in the store at 7 when they open. Buying all the stuff. All the sides, everything, chopping everything up, getting it ready, put it in bowls and stuff. So that way, when the menudo's ready, you just serve it. All right, put your garnishing, your tortillas, and all that stuff, all from scratch. So I do all that. Just because, I didn't want my mom to feel that I was upset with her. Because she knew I was upset. Whatever happened. I don't even remember what happened. I just remember, I got pissed off and I knew she knew I was upset. But I didn't want to show her, that I was angry or whatever. So I made her this menudo. And she starts to choke.
On the hominy, right?
On the hominy. So the little piece of hominy. And right away I'm like, Mom, you okay? And she's like, so, I go behind her and I start hitting her on the back. And at the time I thought it was funny. Well, not at the time, but after she survived, because she was choking. Legitimately choking. I was like, man, this is the last time you do what you did. And I was thinking all that stuff afterwards. I let her know after my thoughts, but she choked that time, and I helped her out. But yeah, your mom, dude, pissed me off, dude.
Bro, it's gonna be an ID story, bro.
Next time I'm not gonna be so subtle as making her menudo. Next time I'm just gonna do it, dude.
Throw it right when she opens, she's yawning.
Raw hominy straight from the can. Yeah.
Bro, your mom. Oh, your mom, bro.
Your mom.
She's got to know. When we talk about stuff that pisses you off, let me just give you an example. So, we'll watch a movie that none of us have watched. It's brand new to all of us. And your mother starts asking questions during the movie that none of us have watched, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Bro. Your mom, bro.
Your mom, bro.
Bro, it will be a red carpet premiere.
First in the world premiere, bro.
Actually, bro, they didn't even put the movie together yet. They just shot it all, didn't even edit it or anything.
She's watching it
Nobody
live streamed,
knows,
bro.
Not even the producer, director, bro.
And then she's gonna
ask questions, bro.
Ask questions. And even we tell her, Mom, watch the movie, and they'll probably answer your question.
Bro, it can be a movie that she starred in, shot and directed and produced and edited all by herself, bro. And we'll watch it together and she'll ask us, what's going on?
Bro, your mother. Bro, even right now, while we're filming this podcast, bro, and she's living her life, she's going to knock in a little bit and ask us what just happened in her life, bro. Because
you're fat.
That's the kind of stuff that makes. Anyways, so that's the stuff that, I'm not saying that we would kill her for it, but some hominy right in the throat, bro.
I'm saying we'd kill her, but I'm not saying we wouldn't.
Bro, your mom is funny.
No, bro, you're fat. Yeah, no. I see that with you. I don't get mad. I think it's funny. And sometimes I can be a smartass.
Sometimes.
But other than that, I see that you getting upset at that. And I think it's hilarious. I just there with
bro,
my little imaginary fat popcorn.
Bro, your
She's
mom,
about to ask him.
Bro, and I have to tell her, with my eyes, bro, blink them really hard at her so that I'm like, Mom, because I know she wants to ask a question. So I'm just waiting for her. I'm like, Mom, watch the movie and your question, all of your questions will be answered if you watch the movie.
Bro, That's why I don't show her videos anymore. Like, I can show her random funny videos and, oh, who's that guy? It's like, I don't know. He's just some guy. Why is he doing that? Like, I don't know why he's doing that, but it's not the point. It's funny. Watch it. What's his name? Like, I don't know.
Just watch it.
To your mom, bro.
That is your mom,
Your
bro. But that
Madre.
does. Like, now we have rules, and I tell her, look, nobody ask questions. Just watch the movie.
No, dude. So one of my favorites with your mom, and she does this a lot, and it pisses me off, but it's like, I don't know. So she'll walk in, and it's like, oh, what am I smelling? Smelling? I don't know what your nostrils smell. I don't know where you walked by and got a whiff of what. Why would you ask me that? And it's not even like joking around. It's like,
He's like legitimately wants.
what am I smelling? What do I smell with my nostrils?
Bro.
What is in my nostrils as we speak? What is that smell? Like, I don't know what you're smelling. Maybe if you're like, oh, did you cook something? Oh yeah, cool, I cooked this, or blah blah blah, whatever. Like, I don't know what's in your nostrils. Your mom.
That sounds about right, bro. That's about something your mom would ask. Just something random that, like, there's no way of knowing.
Your mother. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard her say that one yet, but no, I see it. I see it.
I don't know if this is still a funny podcast or a confession for the future, bro. What do they call it? A motive? The motive.
Bro,
I don't know if it's a podcast or motive at this point.
it's the plotting, bro. Every episode we're gonna plot a little bit more. Just remember keyword hominy. Keyword hominy.
How many?
Bro, but I was thinking, bro, okay, your grandpa, your grandfather, right? Your grandpa. I was thinking, bro, you know what it is? Like, the way he gets, like, so there's dementia, right? You know, people getting up, bro. He has construction, bro.
Construction.
He starts building stuff randomly, bro. He doesn't do it follow directions.
I don't even know what this is.
Bro, the indestructible mailbox.
The indestructible
mailbox, bro. Like, that thing, the whole world is gonna die off because of nuclear fallout, but the mailbox will survive.
All right, so if you guys ever find your way on this side of town or know us personally, you may know what we're talking about. It's this mailbox that literally has shingles on it from a roof. It has shingles on it. It's covered in what is it? Is it plaster or stucco? Basically the stuff they use in really, really hot, like, desert areas for the house. Usually you'll see it in Arizona a lot, where it's really dry and humid heat. Not humid, just really dry heat. You don't really see it here in Texas, because even though Texas is hot, it's not like bake oven hot, like we'll say Yuma, Arizona.
Yep, 122 degrees. That's not exaggerating. That's literal temperature.
And that's like not one day. It's like a whole week, sometimes straight. So it gets really hot. Both of us living in both places can tell you, yeah, Texas is hot, but over there it's like. So anyways, they have the special, stuff they put on their house to keep it insulated, to keep the heat out and to keep the cold in. And that's exactly the stuff my grandpa used on his mailbox, all around it. So it's this big like monument type thing. I don't know if you saw the videos on the what are they called, the monoliths. Monolith,
yeah.
Monolith, right? I know that was a big thing just a few months ago. Maybe he saw it several years in advance. It's been there for a while. And here's the thing, it's gonna be there for a while.
Bro, and then he gets so sensitive about it, bro. But that's why, listen, our family, we're gonna poke at you where you're sensitive, because this is what we do. Our love language is insults, don't forget. So if we insult you, it's because we like you. Or because you're making it easy to insult.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that. I love my grandpa. He's a hard worker. He's someone that I've looked up to. But that mailbox sucks. It's ugly. It'll be there for a long time, but it is hideous.
Bro, I'm pretty sure there's been a few deaths when people running into the mailbox. But the mailbox, nothing happens to it, their car explodes.
Bro, I saw a Via bus crash into it and get split in half, just like by that mailbox.
Bro, that reminds me, there's a movie like that where some guy just rams right into the, that's what happens. It was actually the mailbox, it was the sun double.
The mailbox. Bro, the final destination all has to do with the mailbox, bro.
Bro, this is why we actually don't get attacked anymore. It's not because of the military, bro. It's the mailbox.
They're scared.
Standing there, bro. It's the knight, the guardian.
I definitely believe it. That thing is hideous,
bro,
and strong.
You know the Jews,
it's
they have a guardian, bro. The golem. The mailbox is that golem, bro. The golem,
bro. That mailbox ate that golem.
Gained the power, bro.
It did. Oh man,
it's the final boss, bro. The final secret boss.
Dang. Well, yeah. You know what? We're gonna wrap it up right here.
That sounds good. We got plenty of tales. Don't worry.
Plenty of tales. We haven't even started on our grandma. Oh my god.
Oh, bro.
Y'all heard just a little bit with the me love and stuff like that, but
bro, yes. The original before.
Your mom's mom.
Your mom's mom.
Your mom's mom.
Bro, we put side by side. Anybody could tell the difference
between your mom and her mom
and your mom's
and
mom.
You.
Your grandma and you.
You. All three of y'all are the same person. I am convinced. Yeah. Your mom's mom, dude.
Bro, and your grandmother and her stories, bro. Yes. The favorite story, we'll talk about the iterations, but when your uncle ended up with his jaw wired shut.
That is true. But that's a story for another time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here for some more no milk tales. So yeah, this has been No Milk with Jarl Hav and his extremely fat brother. Very fat. Like, bro, I still can't believe how fat you are.
Bro, we'll leave it up to the listeners and the watchers that who is fatter. Obviously.
You, bro, you froze the camera. What do you mean?
Bro, you froze.
You froze
sucked
it.
up all of my streaming, bro. That's the only way to keep yours going.
Bro. You remember the Greek hero both of these? Bro. Oh yeah, and then so really quick, our grandma does this thing where she translates everything you just said, but in Spanish, and acts like it's a new story. So check, be waiting for those podcasts as well. They're all the same podcasts, just in Spanish from our grandma. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching.